Mirrors is a movie released in 2008 starring Kiefer Sutherland, Paula Patton and Amy Smart, and directed by Alexandra Aja. And this movie is quite scary, I would say, from my point of view. It did get me sort of jumping quite a few times, but a very enjoyable story behind it as well, and a very good ending. This movie basically centres around an ex-NYPD detective named Ben, who's played by Kiefer Sutherland, and covers him getting a job as a night watchman at an old department store that has been burnt out. And whilst working here, he soon discovers that things aren't going quite as he would expect, and it all stems back to the strange mirrors that are there, the strange polished mirrors that are there amongst the smoke damaged and fire damaged sort of, well, remaining structure. It turns out his predecessor was polishing these mirrors almost obsessively, and it all stems down to the fact that there's a demonic presence behind these mirrors that is enslaving people and trying to get them to do their bidding with an aim at the end of it. Now, Ben is the latest of one of these victims, and after his sister gets killed as a result of the demonic presence behind this mirror and his family are threatened, it's up to him to find out what the mirror wants, how to get it for him, and how to stop this evil from continuing to kill. And what's really interesting is the introduction to this movie, because we are introduced unknowingly at the time to Ben's predecessor, who is running frantically, seemingly trying to escape from something, until the mirrors start to turn their attention on him and we realize it's whatever's in the mirror that he's running from. The mirror then kills him off, and it's really quite interesting the way it does it. It obviously takes his reflection and it manipulates his reflection to slice his own throat with a shard of glass. But in the real world, the character is his throat is cutting itself open, with him being unable to stop it from doing so because there's nothing there. Really, really interesting and an excellent way of delivering that message as well, showing and demonstrating the power that the mirror has behind it. Now, the effects that come alongside with these kills as well is where the horror element comes into it, but also some of the jump scares in this are quite organic as part of the story and are very, very effective. But the main horror element that comes of it is the fact that this threat that the mirror poses can come from absolutely anywhere, because it isn't just the mirrors in the department store, it's every single mirror in our universe. And then later on we learn it's anything that's a reflective surface. So water pooled on the floor is a possible threat and a possible means for the mirror to be able to kill somebody. And the way that the mirror can, or the way that the demonic presence behind the mirror can manipulate other people and events in order to create these reflective surfaces, is also another tool that it uses to essentially kill people. And the fact that that can just come out of nowhere, and even you can take whatever precautions you want to and still not protect yourself fully, all of that is very, very scary. Now, the mystery of this movie is what drives it forward. The mystery about what this presence is and how to stop it is, yeah, really what is pushing. Is what Kiefer Sutherland's character's quest is to find the answers to these questions. And what I really like about this film is once he solves these and comes to a point where he's able to try and defeat the demonic presence, is that it doesn't nullify the threat that this presence sort of poses at all. There are many instances in similar films like this where the threat is a supernatural entity, and it can sort of strike from anywhere at any point from any direction. But what we end up finding is that when it comes down to the point of the hero coming up against it and having a face off at the end, is that the presence that can attack from anywhere is all contained within one location or one point or one person. That at that point, that threat almost becomes weaker because you know where it's coming from and it's concentrated in one person, it's one target. But in this case, it seems just as powerful when it's sort of contained. So you do still feel as though it's quite an imposing threat behind it, and you wonder really how Kiefer Sutherland's character is going to come out on top. I really like that. I really do like that. Of course, with it being Kiefer Sutherland, there is a point in it where it does feel a little bit far fetched of how far he's come out of this movie. But no matter how you feel after like the final confrontation, nothing prepares you for the ending, because the ending is it's terrifying on a few levels, but it's also it just hits you out of nowhere. But it's still very much in keeping with the rest of the movie. It is slightly foreshadowed quite early on in the movie that this could be something that happened, or it's tied back into something that happens very early on in the movie. So it is in keeping with it. It's not just come out of nowhere. But I really, really do like the ending to this. It's brilliant, and it just pays off everything beautifully. It's a very, very strong finish to this film. So overall, because of the very good story, because of the very good performance in it, the very good horror element, and the exceptional ending behind it as well, for me, it's 4 stars. So that was my review of Mirrors. Have you guys seen it before? What did you guys think about it? Whatever you guys thought, please pop it in the comment section below. As always, thank you very much for watching this video. I'll be back with another one shortly, but until then, you guys take it easy, and I'll catch you on the next one.